anyone who's applied materials to clusters using the Toon shader will realize pretty quickly that it creates inclines between the boundaries. So at the material level, there's under the Toon host node, there's provisions for manipulating the blending or unblending of adjacent material groups. So if I go into the seams tab under the Toon host node, I've got here a yellow material, a white one, and a green one. So if I look at the seams value, I've got these all set to 0 right now under the blend and the unblend groups. So if I wanted to disguise a seam between the white one and the green one, for instance, I could set these to both be 1, and that boundary would disappear. Okay, and if I now set the yellow one to be 1 as well, that value would cause the boundary between all these to disappear. Now, if I were to go in here and say set this back to 0, predictably I'll get a boundary between these. So now that's all fine and well. But if I needed, for whatever reason, to have a line between yellow and green but not white, at that point I would begin to need to start investigating some of the unblend groups. Now, the way the unblend groups is different than the way that the blend groups work, in that the unblend groups operate on discontinuities. So different non-zero numbers in the unblend groups will create a discontinuity and will create an incline. So if I set my yellow cluster to be 1 and my green cluster to be 2, I should get an incline. Now, interestingly, I don't get a line between yellow and white, because 0 is think of 0 or black as a reserved number that will not unblend against either. So if I were to, for instance, set that to 0, I won't get any discontinuity, whereas if I were to set this to 2, I'll get a discontinuity there. Now if I set this also to 1, for instance, I won't get any incline or any discontinuity because these numbers are the same. Okay, so you need different non-zero integers in the unblend groups in order to create an incline. Okay.